We can now join our correspondent, Joshua Imarayi, at the Federal High Court, who is currently standing by to give us an update. Joshua, now, at the last adjourned date, the court ordered the defendants be kept in the DSS custody with access to, access granted to their relatives and lawyers. Have they been able to meet with any of these people?
Well, good afternoon to you, Blessings. For a fact, the court did order sought that the defendant be remanded in the custody of the DSS and they be given access as to see their relatives. But unfortunately, today, at the resumed hearing today, the defense counsel representing the five defendants approached the court with emotion in notice, seeking the bail applications of this individual. And the reason for that bail application was that his client, that is the defendant in the story and the entire proceedings, we are not given access to see their family. That he, on several occasions, approached the DSS seeking to see the defendant and were denied. However, the prosecuting counsel informed the court that the application to see the defendant in this case was granted this morning, as there are certain bureaucracy that should be followed before one could come to the DSS custody and see some of the defendants who are in the DSS custody. So that is why they were not given access. But upon the commencement of hearing today at the Federal High Court, the prosecution told the court that the application has been granted and that the defense counsel can see the defendants in question.
Now, Joshua, we understand that these young men have pleaded not guilty despite the counts mounted up against them. What are the other key moments that stood out in court today?
Well, several key moments stood out today in court, and one of it is the handover of the prosecution to a new lawyer. That's the person of Ayodeji Adedipe, who is taking over the prosecution. And also, a motion expertise was granted today, an application for motion expertise was granted today, seeking witness protection for the 6 prosecuting witnesses who will testify in this trial. And also, the defense counsel in this particular trial and case applied for a bail for the defendants, relying on the fact that these defendants were not granted access to see their relatives and the counsel. This move was actually contested for by the prosecuting counsel, who says that these persons are allegedly linked to a foreign terrorist organization in the name Al-Shabaab, and releasing these same persons back to the society will pose a security risk for Nigerians, and that the court should discountenance this motion. Well, they were back and forth, but however, the court adjourned to the 10th of September 2025 for ruling on the bail application, while they will notify the parties in this case on the next stage for trial commencement proper.
All right, Joshua Imarayi, thanks for the update. We'll definitely be following up on the story to see, especially when it's been adjourned, to also know what the decision is.